I was and still mostly am a doomer on climate change, but three groundbreaking developments give me some hope about climate change. They are AI, quantum computing, and nuclear fusion. Hear me out. I know AI, it's actually done some pretty terrible, terrible things for the environment. And I'll have to say, look, I'm biased. I'm going to support the field of AI no matter what, but I don't support every endeavor. And there are definitely a lot of problems. So many things wrong with how AI is developing today. And that's honestly an entire other video. But I'm also talking about what has become synonymous with AI, which is large language models. AI may sound like the opposite of climate friendly. It's true that there are major issues. Computer chips need rare minerals we mine for. There's power needed for electricity. There's cooling for constant data centers. And no matter how efficient we make single prompts, the energy needed to train a large language model is staggering. Whatever we agreed to in the Paris Climate Agreements, we're definitely blowing past that. However, even as someone who studies the field and has for more than a decade, I can tell you that we've made incredible progress. I could only hope to be where we're at now. The future is exciting and AI models are capable of doing PhD level work. It's getting pretty close at least. And climate change is so complex. It's the most complex field we can likely deal with. We are modeling the entire planet. Climate change covers dozens of research fields, depending on how you frame it. There's decades of data, not including the geological level of history we can pull from. What I mean to say is, as a species, we need extreme levels of talent across multiple disciplines to come together to solve the issue. AI has the potential to do this. If AI can achieve superhuman ability in the necessary domains, it can come up with solutions decades or even centuries ahead of what we can think of. And it can do this research nonstop. If this is all we had, I would be worried of the computational limits. But the second innovation is quantum computing. Quantum computing has made rapid progress as well, especially most recently with the Willow computer by Google. To be honest, I'm stupefied by it all. Supposedly, the computation exceeded the estimated age of the entire universe. They say this gives evidence towards quantum computers using parallel universes as a computing resource, which is a bit ridiculous. But all this to say, we not only need to combine AI with quantum computing for AI algorithms, but we need to use quantum simulations. There's a nice phrase, there is no planet B. We only have one Earth. If we can terraform a dead planet like Mars, we can fix a slightly broken planet like Earth. Now, remember that science works based on experiments. Often we repeat experiments. It's nice to have 30 or so test cases to extrapolate from. While we can hypothesize based on local experiments, we won't get more than one chance on any major planet-sized intervention. If we have to do a grand gesture to save ourselves, we get one shot. That's it. So that's where I think quantum simulation and quantum computing can come in and have a chance at modeling the cause and effect of our entire planet. Beyond that, I also talk about nuclear fusion because that was also a type of sci-fi not that long ago. And it was highly speculated, but we suspect nuclear fusion is done at the sun's core. And as I've said before, I'm highly influenced by Professor Sid Smith and his lecture on how to enjoy the end of the world. In his lecture, he assumed we made little progress on nuclear fusion among other energy sources and didn't expect us to. We've now come much further, although there's much to be done. However, it seems quite possible. Did you know that all the carbon capturing technology assumed we would have an energy source that was at least carbon neutral? All the tech we need to sequester carbon takes carbon emissions to create. So it needs to first clear its own carbon debt. But nuclear fusion doesn't create carbon and gives us an actual chance at making carbon capturing tech possible. Not only this, but AI models can be trained and developed with nuclear fusion, saving us more on emissions. As I see it, we're in a race against time. Our planet is on fire. And can we develop the tools we need to solve the problems we set in motion and save the world? The best chance we have is the positive reinforcing feedback loop from AI, quantum computing, and nuclear fusion. They can all enhance each other and lead to inventions which would be equivalent to miracles to us. In the end, though, I think the real problem is the same as what it's always been. The ruling elite and billionaire class, they are the ones in charge and set the agenda. We need them to care about saving the planet. We need them to believe half of humans are worth saving. We have a clear path. It's simply a question of power. But I'm happy to hear your thoughts. Please tell me how I'm wrong and how this is all terrible, or that there's something overlooking. And do you think that AI, nuclear fusion, quantum computing, do you think it can save the world? Is that our path forward to technological savior and miracle? Please let me know your thoughts. Thanks. Bye.